first at 5, where a former baseball star has died in a small plane crash. The sheriff has just confirmed a few minutes ago that Cy Young pitcher Roy Halladay was killed when his plane slammed into the water off Halladay. Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer is live for us, and boy, this one has really hit close to home for so many local people, including the sheriff and including a lot of people who just, this man was beloved by.
He was beloved by a lot of people in this community for sure, Cynthia. And the sheriff mentioned how he and Roy Halladay were close friends. This is a guy who was very involved in the community, and you could hear in the sheriff's voice just how much this hurt him and how much he's going to miss Roy Halladay. And for people who have been following baseball for the last 10, 15 years, you're going to know the name, Roy Halladay. This is a generational type of pitcher. He is a future Hall of Famer, a Cy Young pitcher, an all-star. I mean, he's one of the best. And unfortunately, as you said, the sheriff just a little while ago confirmed that Roy Halladay was killed in that small plane crash earlier this afternoon in the Gulf of Mexico. According to Pasco County investigators, his plane went down off the coast of Halladay. At this point, it's unclear what happened to Halladay's plane. We know there was no Mayday call. It ended up upside down in a shallow mangrove area of the Gulf. A Marine unit and swift water rescue team eventually did make it out there, but by then it was too late to save Halladay. And as I said, Roy Halladay was one of the best. He played for 15 seasons with the Blue Jays and the Phillies. He was a 2-time Cy Young Award winner, an 8-time All-Star, pitched a perfect game and a post-game no-hitter. And he lived here in Pinellas County with his wife and 2 kids. And you can see just how much he loved flying just by looking at his Twitter page. He posted a number of photos and videos of him and his plane, which was an Icon A5 single-engine plane that he just got back in mid-October. Sheriff Chris NOCCO just held a news conference a little bit ago, said Halladay, like I said, was a close friend of his, and called him a humble and a great man, and says this is a terrible loss for the community.
Many know Roy as a Cy Young winner, future Hall of Famer, one of the best pitchers to ever pitch in the game of baseball. We know Roy as a person, as a caring husband who loved his wife, Brandy. He loved his 2 boys tremendously. He coached their baseball teams. I can tell you when he spoke of his family, he spoke of pride. And I can tell you, Brandy and the boys and the entire family, we are so sad for your loss. And I can tell you we are praying for you. We know you're a family of faith.
And Halladay was also, as I said, very, very involved in this community, also in Philadelphia and Toronto. He and his wife, Brandy, run a nonprofit that helps underprivileged children. And he's been nominated several times for baseball's Roberto Clemente Award, which is given out to players who do the most humanitarian work. On top of that, he did a lot of little things. A couple examples the sheriff gave. He bought a police dog for the sheriff's office. Just this past weekend, he was involved in a fishing fundraiser that was held by the sheriff. And Sheriff NOCCO also went a little further into Roy Halladay's humble nature. He said, quote, "You wouldn't know what Roy did because Roy wouldn't tell you what he did." And that's the legacy of a truly great man. Cynthia.
Wow, it's so sad when you hear all those details like that. A real loss, you're right, in so many ways. Thank you, Aaron Mesmer.